Paul Burke in relation to we hear it nationwide. Those comments represent a real threat to our well-being and to our safety here at Nationwide. Mr. Burke, this morning, set up every single Nationwide reporter. Frankly, every single employee of Nationwide. When he told Abka and Kalila this morning that we played a very effective and supportive role in the Jamaica Labour Party's hammering of the PNP last Thursday. Mr. Burke is a very experienced politician. He knows very well the environment that we operate in. He knows very well that thousands of PNP supporters are hurting this morning because of the devastating loss that they suffered last Thursday. Mr. Burke is also fully aware of the hostility, the threats that have been leveled at Nationwide reporters, not to mention me, personally targeted, threatened, not for the first time, on several occasions. Only last Monday, August 31st, 3 days before the general elections, I had to make the decision to pull from PNP headquarters 2 of our youngest reporters who had gone there to do their job as reporters. And they were greeted by hostile PNP supporters when they realized that they were from Nationwide. I had to make a decision to pull those reporters. I had to call PNP campaign director, co-campaign director, Peter Bunting, to ask that we be allowed to do our jobs, that we be allowed to report the PNP side of the story. That was only last Monday the 31st of August. And many of you would know that over the years the PNP has targeted Nationwide because we do not carry. We refuse to toe their line. We refuse we call it as it is, and we report what we see as the facts, whether it hurts the GLP or the PNP. And for Mr. Burke to come on national radio this morning and publicly set up Nationwide reporters and staff, forget me, when you set up a young reporter, a producer, a driver, it is despicable, Paul Burke. This is what he said this morning.
Thank you, Nika. To discuss this matter of the recent general election campaign and the future of the PNP, we are joined by the former General Secretary, Paul Burke. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Nationwide. Good morning, Jamaica. And let me commend sincerely Nationwide for the supportive role they played in the general election.
I'm not sure if I should say thank you, but I'll say thank you. Thank you, Mr. Burke.
We're assessing the outcome of general election 2020 and in particular the future of the opposition People's National Party, which was subjected to a heavy defeat. We're speaking to the erstwhile PNP General Secretary Paul Burke. At the beginning of the interview, you heard Mr. Burke comment. Former, same thing, Mr. Burke. At the beginning of the interview, you heard Mr. Burke commend Nationwide for the supportive part it played in the process. I'd imagine he means supporting the democratic process, giving the two major political parties a platform to outline their agenda to the people. And if in fact that's what he means, we accept his commendation. Mr. Burke,
That's not. Let us be explicit. Listen, you have a right to take a decision as to which party should form the government. You are very supportive of the previous of the government, which is your right. And you had electoral success. You played a major part. To my view, is that a criticism?
We have never declared our hand for a particular party, Mr. Burke.
It is all right. That is my view and many Jamaicans, and I don't believe it's just a frivolous view, but I don't think we need to go there right now.
I will indicate this to you, Mr. Burke. That's an assertion that you have made that we reject in the strongest of terms.
I understand you must reject it.
Allow me to respond to what you have said.
Rejection does not necessarily change facts.
Well, allow me to respond to what you have said.
It is not a fact, though.
We reject it in the strongest of terms. I think it's a matter of public record that we have conducted ourselves in terms of our coverage of major national events and our general conduct with standards which are reflective of credibility, fairness, objectivity, and honesty. And if those are adjectives that you are able to ascribe to your conduct of your political life, that's a matter for you.
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
However,
don't let us get distracted.
But let me commend you again for your supportive role
in the democratic process. Good. Thank you much.
Well, time for the break. Let's go to the break and come back.
My hands were steady.
Let me respond to what Mr. Burke said this morning. We here at Nationwide have never made a decision, consciously or subconsciously, to support any one party, whether in or out of an election season. We are entitled to our own opinions, not our own facts. Not our own facts. We're obliged to report the facts. When we come here and we express our opinions based on the facts, that's what they are. When I'm employing people, Mr. Burke, I have never and will never seek out their political views. This is a knowledge industry. People are employed based on their knowledge, especially those employed in our news center. That knowledge, however expressed, must be in keeping with the canons of the profession. What I would suggest to you, Mr. Burke, you look, and the data is there, you look at where Jamaicans are in relation to their opinions about the Jamaica Labour Party today and the People's National Party today. I think if you look at that, you'll find the answers to your baseless assertion about we deciding to support any party. The facts, Mr. Burke, are not on your side or on the side of your party. That is why this morning you're all gutted. Gutted and devastated. I also say this. Mr. Burke is fully aware of the history that I share with the People's National Party. Fully aware. I was once a member of that tribe. And part of the problem you all have with Nationwide is not with the reporters here at Nationwide. It is with Cliff. Cliff was one of us. And he dared to take an independent path. That's your problem. So you have all sought to crush, destroy, cripple Cliff over the years because he dared to stray. You know that, Paul. You know it very well. And over the years, you've all tried to cripple me. And this business, it didn't succeed before, and it's not going to succeed again. Because that's not me. That's not me. What is of real concern to me are the people who work for Nationwide. Go after Mina, but leave them alone. Leave them alone. Stop harassing them. Stop trying to intimidate them. Stop attacking them. Train your fire on me. And what you did this morning, Paul, was dangerous to their safety and well-being. That's what you did. You set up these young reporters, these Jamaicans, trying to do their jobs. And you know it very well. The one named John posted on social media only this week, using the same words you used to Paul, how we aided and abetted the Labour Party's win last Thursday. And he warned us that they'll be resisting. So I am to be warned.